Hey guys, Thunderhound369 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the new Thundercats 8-inch Classics Lion-O from Bandai. Picked this guy up a couple of days ago at Walmart for right around $16.97, somewhere through there. Picked him up along with Tigra as well, and a few other items. Now, first thing I want to point out is the size, the scale of this guy, 8 inches. Now, I know a lot of people, I've already seen some reviews on these guys, and some of them have been complaining just a little bit. Just my camera here it had, there we go, about the size, that 8 inches is a little bit of a weird size. Well, it is an odd size, but I kind of like it, you know, because a lot of people thought, you know, Classics, Thundercats Classics, they would display them with their Masters of the Universe Classics figures. I don't really understand why you would want to display these with He-Man. I don't know. That's a totally separate thing to me. So I don't mix and match my stuff. I don't put Thundercats with my Transformers, or I don't put DC with my Marvel stuff. I don't mix and match. You know, I've already got these guys on their shelves. They've got their own specific spot. So I like the size. I like the scale. And just show you the size, I got something I'm doing a little size comparison here just to show you guys what you're dealing with. Have DC Universe Classics 6-inch Superboy, as you can see, quite a bit taller. Also want to bring out Collecting Connect Validus. As you can see, Validus is a little bit taller than Lion-O, not by much. And just for you, just for the Transformer guys, just so, hey, just so you Transformer guys will get an idea as to how big this guy is, I got Voyager class Sea Spray sitting here, handy dandy. You can see Lion-O stands head and shoulders above a Voyager class Transformer. Go ahead and get out of there. Get. Saying about you guys. Alright, you guys have had your fun. It ain't about you. Come back in here, big guy. This is all about you. You only. Put you right in the picture. That's where you belong. We got Lion-O's only things that he comes with in packaging. He comes with some instructions on how to place everything. That's about it. No big deal. And matter of fact, I got the packaging right here. Package looks spectacular. Just can't get it all in frame, so that's the packaging. Everything else he comes with, he's got the claw shield. Very, very nice detail for the claw shield. I actually like this thing. Good update of the older version. It's got the nice little jewels across the side, the knuckles. Got nice little molded detail. It's got the dagger of Omen. More or less the sort of Omen in the retracted mode. I just got in the habit of calling it the dagger of Omens. As you can see, the eye is open or closed. The only thing, it's got this made out of that little rubbery plastic, so it's little bendy. Now it's not as bad on the short sword as it is on the long sword. Now, the long sword's very bad on this rubbery plastic. I mean, it's a nice sword. It really is a nice sword of Omens. But in a way, I would love to have the Sword of Omens that came with the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive figure. That is one nice looking sword. It's chrome and it's a little bit more solid than this one. I mean, this one, been displayed after a while, is going to tend to droop because of its own weight. But what can we do other than trying to buy the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive version and maybe displaying this sword, that sword with this figure, because again, with the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive figure, to be honest with you, I don't exactly like that figure. Personal opinion, I don't like the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive figure because of the paint wash on it. The paint apps look like crap, so I don't know if I'll ever get that figure or not, but if I do get it, I'm just going to put that sword with this figure. And we have an extra hand as well. And just also got this little piece here. It goes right down in here on the claw shield. You just slip that right in there, that ball joint. You can clip that. Now, I have trouble doing this because I can't hardly get my pudgy little fingers in between the sword and there you have Lion-O with the claw shield on his waist. But what I like the most is he's got these little Revoltech joints or whatever. You can just pop his hands off. Take it out of there. Just, you got to work with this on the claw hand a little bit. I ain't had no trouble with it. I have seen some reviewers have a little trouble with the claw, but I haven't had it. Just pops right on. You can see with the claw shield on him. And like I said, he also has this closed sword holding gripping hand. And you can put the Sword of Omens in there just like so. He holds the short sword just as well. So we'll go ahead and get that short sword out of the way. Show you what he looks like holding the Sword of Omens. Oh, I don't know why I did that. Sorry about that, guys. And there he is with the Sword of Omens. Very nice indeed. As you can see, the sword kind of droops on its own weight. We'll go ahead and get the sword out of his hand for a few minutes. Go over the articulation. Swap hands out as well. And you didn't really have to swap hands for articulation, but go over his articulation and his details and articulation. Now, as far as his details, this guy, his paint and the details are spot on to his 1980s cartoon counterpart. I mean, it looks like they just pulled a 3D model right straight off the animation cell for these guys. They look totally awesome. And I mean, you can look at the head sculpt alone on Lion-O. I mean, look at that. It's pretty much spot on. Face looks pretty much identical to his 1980s self. And I have not seen hardly any bad paint detail on this guy. I mean, his eyes are perfectly painted. Got the nice little light brown around the jaw, lower jaw. Got the orange hair with molded cut to it. Got the blue chest piece with a little bit of black trim around the edges. Now it looks like this piece does come off, to some way, but I'm not going to try. I'm going to leave that alone. Got the belt with the Thundercats logo on the belt. Looks very good. Nice molded detail to the back. I mean, this guy is nice. I have no complaints whatsoever. I mean, even got this nice little shiny Bandai paint job. That, as far as his articulation, his head will go full 360, even though it is a little stiff. It will go up and down, and it is just a little bit loose, but I'm not complaining. Shoulders will go full 360, out to there, down, bicep. I mean, look at the detail to the bicep, how it's cut. Ain't that nice? Elbow joint bends to there. And like I said, it's got this nice little ball jointed Revoltech wrist joint. If you can get everything bent just right, it rotates, as well as out and in. You can get some out and in movement, as well as some up and down. But that's getting everything lined up just right. Also, he does have upper ab, but very little forward and back. So now mine barely does move to the sides, but I'm not worried about it. He's got that waist joint will go forward and back to the sides, as well as full 360. And what I like is the belt is attached to the lower part of the waist, so that it's not cut in half. If you're spinning half a belt or taking the full belt with it, the belt does not impede it. It does not impede the waist joint. As well as got this nice little 6-pack ab cut. Leg joint will go back a little, forward to there, out to the sides. Rotates at the upper thigh, and I like that cut right there, the way they've done that right there, that muscle joint right there, or whatever you want to call it. That, I love the way they did that. Double jointed knee. Swivel cut just above the boot. Ankle joint bends to there, up to there, and nice pivoting, but no 360. And the only thing I don't like about this ankle joint is the brown skin tone right there. That's the only thing I don't like, but I'm not complaining about that either. And he does have some loose ankle joints. So we'll go ahead and give him the Sword of Omens back. Now, I have seen this guy posed in ways to where he's holding the sword up, where you can get him to hold the sword up to look through the Eye of Thundera for his sight beyond sight. I have seen him actually posed in ways where he can hold the sword up in the classic calling of the Thundercats signal, the Thundercats ho signal. But quite frankly, I'm not real good at posing figures at all, so I'm not going to try that. And but it does look good. You can get him into those poses. He does look nice. Now, what do I recommend? Overall, paint job, beautiful. Detail, spot on. Love the accessories, love the claw shield. Because I usually have him displayed with the Sword of Omens and the claw shield. Everything else I've got a little plastic baggie already that I keep everything in. But I have been thinking about putting the extra hand back in the box so I don't lose it. But overall, I love this guy. I love the size. I love the detail. The paint is perfect. I love it. So I highly recommend, if you can find these guys. I mean, they're pretty much showing up everywhere now. I mean, the Walmarts in my area have some pretty good displays for Thundercats right now. The classics, the 6-inch modern, the 4-inch modern, the vehicles, the playroll. I mean, everything's out now. So I'm a happy camper right at this moment. Very happy camper. So guys, I highly recommend picking this guy up, as well as Tigra, which is going to be the next review right after this one. So guys, I'm Thunderhound369. This is Thundercats Classics Lion-O 8-inch scale from Bandai. I hope everybody's enjoyed the video. I want to thank everybody for watching it. And until next time, guys, I'm out of here.